So hi, welcome to the Good Nights Podcast. We're here with Happy today. We're gonna ask them some questions.
Yo.
Uh, I'm gonna start. What inspired you guys to start the band?
Start the, oh gosh. Well, it's kind of funny how we met actually. Like Sean, I'll let you tell the story. You tell it better.
Okay. All right. So, me and John were in a different band at the time called Foxglove, and we're still in the band, but I mean, we were not in Happy while this happened. We were playing a house show with Happy
at Tate's house.
and at Tate's house. Yep, Hughie Street. And I get out the car, like start packing my stuff into the venue or the house.
Yeah.
It wasn't a venue. And I'm like, hey, Tate, like, nice to meet you. Like, I've heard a lot about you, whatever. Like, see you on Instagram a lot, whatever. And then all of a sudden, a truck comes flying, like, probably 50 miles an hour and hits, like, a ramp and then goes in there, misses, like, all these trees, somehow misses these trees, and then crashes into the house. And it was a crazy story. It's my favorite story to tell all the time when we were like, oh, how'd you meet? He's like, oh, we watched someone almost die, but
Oh shit!
Yeah. Wow. Jesus.
yeah, but they're okay. They were intoxicated.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
had never met before, and then it was like this experience, like right out the gate. It was like, hey, nice to meet you. And then we watched this car accident. It was like, oh my gosh. And we like found and helped the people like get out of the.
Yeah.
It was crazy. But
And then
anyway,
the cops got called during our set too. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. Twice, 3 times, I think.
twice.
Twice, yeah. They came. We stopped for like 20 minutes and we played some more. Then they came back.
oh, you're talking about how the cops multiple times.
Yeah.
We would be like, yeah, we'll be quiet, and then they would leave. We'd be like, hurry up and finish the set before they.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, fun. But from then on out, we became friends, and we started jamming together. And like then John joined the band, and it was just we all are friends. We really like playing together, so it kind of just it all worked out. The stars aligned for us, I guess.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
Really cool. Cool. So, what would you say your writing process is like?
Mayhem, maybe.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
It's organized mayhem.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. It's fun.
Usually starts with Tate throwing an idea out there, and then us building our parts around it.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah, I used to just take little baby ideas and write them on the acoustic guitar, and then send them or bring them to the guys, and then they help make it like a real song with all the good and interesting fun part.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
So what does your band name mean? Does it have a meaning?
It's kind of ironic in a sense, I guess. That's why we put the period at the end. But honestly, like at the time that we named the band, it was still really, really cool to like the sad boy thing. I think was like super super popular, and we just wanted to kind of like bring a positive aspect to the music scene and kind of do something different than that. Or like it was kind of a joke to name the band Happy. We were like, oh well, let's just go like all in and name the band Happy. But not all of our songs, our songs have different meanings than that, and it's not just like fun and games all of the time. So we put the period at the end to kind of like juxtapose that idea a little bit. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, it means a lot to like different people. You take it, as you want to, but for me, how I take it is like, it's cool to be happy. It's cool to have your shit together. It's cool to, that's cool now. It's not cool to be sad, and but yeah, that's what it just means to me.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. So,
What about you, John?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
I mean, I wasn't around when the band was named, so I don't know.
Okay, what does it mean to you though?
I mean, it means that we're trying to be positive, bring a breath of fresh air into things, because there's a lot of negativity in the world. That's what it means to me, I guess.
Okay. I like that.
Well, and of course, happiness isn't something that you can just like achieve like that. We're not.
Right.
So it's not something where we're going around just being like, be happy, it's easy or anything like
Yeah.
that. More
It's
of
hard
like,
work.
Yeah, exactly. everyone has to, figure out what means to them, and so that's kind of the journey that we want to be on together with people.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Awesome. So, what artists would you say are your biggest inspirations when you make music?
Oh, I think we'll all three have very.
Yeah.
John, what are your biggest influences?
I mean, I would say bands like Title Fight and Law Dispute and Movements and stuff like that.
Okay.
That's what I'm into.
Okay.
Nice, nice.
Oh, yeah.
We make a joke every time this comes up, and pretty much you try to pick out the one band member that's obsessed with Blink-182, and that's me. I'm the Blink-182 guy. So,
Okay.
yeah, definitely Blink. They've definitely, yeah, for sure.
It's funny, like, I grew up listening to All Time Low, so I joke that they're like my favorite band because they're the band that got me to go to live shows, I guess. Like, they're the band that brought me into the music scene, but they're not necessarily what inspire me now, I guess, if that makes sense. I really like, Microwave and Roswell Kid, Joyce Manor, Fireworks, stuff like that.
Okay.
All right.
I think.
That's good.
So I know you guys have an album in the works. Aside from that, are you guys working on anything new in quarantine?
Yeah.
Can you tell us about any of it?
Well, I guess that we can say we filmed the music video because we put it on the internet already, so I don't think that's like great. But
Yeah, that's okay.
say like what the song is or anything like that, but we have a music video, and it's really cool because we're now and Sean is on the drums, so we're really excited to work on our live set's going to be very different than it has been in the past, and I think we're going to have a lot more like energy. Sean, you can elaborate on that. That's
Yeah. So we're learning a lot of softwares now that we don't have a basis. We have to, have tracks and stuff. So yeah, that's a lot of time right now is working on like, tracks and stuff like that for live shows. So yeah.
Learning how to use Ableton and buying an interface and all that good stuff.
It's fun. It's overwhelming, but it's a lot of fun.
All very
like
exciting
every
things.
band that you've probably ever seen live uses all that stuff, and everyone we work with uses all that stuff, and we've just never like even tried. We're like, oh, just plug the guitar in, let's go. Like, it's so now that we're playing bigger shows to like bigger crowds and stuff, we're having to learn a lot about, so like just like John said, softwares and stuff. But we think it's gonna make our live show really cool. So
I'm very excited for that. Yeah.
Very, very excited to see that, yeah. So, can you tell us anything about this album? Like
anything.
anything that you haven't shared yet that you can tell us?
Or do you want to reiterate what you've already shared?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you say what
okay.
it sounds like, Tate?
yeah, I mean, go ahead, John. Say what you
No,
want.
no, you say, because you
No,
describe
you say
it
it.
best. Yeah, you say it.
It's funny that this is happening right now because like last night I was filling out the like full interview for the PR team for this album. So there's like a million things that I want to say, but like I can't say any of that yet. But
Yeah.
I mean, I think that with Cult Classic, all of that music I had written over a long period of time, a long time ago. And with this album, the three of us got together in an old church house and sweat until we wrote something that we were really proud of. And I think that you can feel that in this album. I think that the songs feel like a deeper connection to each other and stand alone together better than Cult Classic did. I mean, obviously, like, we love those songs and we're proud of them, but I think that we were really young as a band and hadn't really figured out the way that we wanted to sound yet. And I think that we really did that together as the three of us this time. So I'm really excited about that.
Awesome.
There's heavier songs. There's an acoustic song. I don't know what else I can say, but I'm going to stop.
Okay.
That's probably good.
Yeah. Stop yourself before you get in trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm worried I'm going to slip up and say something.
I almost did. I got it. So.
I mean, if you want to slip up though, like
if you want to slip up and then tell us like what we got to cut out, like that's cool with us.
exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, we can do that.
So can you tell us anything about the new music video that you guys shot? Because we saw the spoilers on your record label's Instagram page. So what can you guys tell us about that, if anything?
Yeah. So funny story. We did it on the beach. Definitely a lot of interesting looks you know,
Yeah.
why these dudes bringing, equipment onto a sandy beach.
Mhm.
But
And sweating in fur coats.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that. It's like, oh god, yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Okay.
With the pandemic, everything is closed, and the label needed us to make a music video. So we were trying to think of like safe ways to do that,
Mhm.
because there's nowhere, and I guess location wise was really difficult because we can't be anywhere where there's a lot of people. So we went out and scouted the beach. And the day that I went out there was literally like 2 people on the beach, like an old lady reading a book and 2 teenagers. And I was like, perfect, there's no one out here. And then the day that we go out to film the music video, there's just like people everywhere. And we were like, well, we have to do it anyway because we're already out here. So yeah, we're out there in our clothes and our instruments in the sand in front of like little kids, like building sand castles. I mean, we were all 6 feet apart or whatever, but it was interesting.
Okay.
But the final product I think is going to be really cool, and we're
Yeah. We got
Yeah.
a little clip today. It looks really good. And really
It was
excited for it.
Yeah, I'm excited
Exciting.
for this. Yeah, it's all very
Yeah.
exciting.
Really excited to hear that. Awesome. So, a bunch of my friends went to go see you guys live on Pastel's emo tour, and you guys did a thing where you hid notes around venues and stuff to reveal the name of the album, if I'm correct. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what inspired
Yes.
you to do that? Like, who came up with that idea?
Me being crazy really late at night, like no. Well, the cool thing is that we'd never done a tour that big, and we were really excited to like get on the road and have the opportunity to do something like that.
Yeah.
Sorry, just swallowed my own spit. But we'd also just come out of the studio with this whole brand new album that we couldn't play live yet, and that's
Yeah.
really tough to be really excited about music that you can't play yet. And so we were just trying to think of ways that we could incorporate the excitement of this new album into what we're about to do at the time. So we talked about it and just decided that that would be a cool way to have fans and friends really involved in the project before we had even announced anything. So I think that it was just like, it was a really cool interactive way to get people across the country to work together, and people got really excited about it at the shows, and I'm glad that we did that. I think that it was just a different thing that people were like stoked about. I think at least it seemed to go well.
I think it was a really cool idea, personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, did anybody get the name right, though? Because I don't think you guys actually announced the album name, but there were a lot of people that were guessing. People haven't gotten it right.
There's a few. There's a few that it could be, but they have gotten it, yes.
Okay.
It's weird. I didn't realize that all of the letters together would spell 2 different things, and so there's like 2 really good guesses out there.
They
And
sound really cool, yeah.
Oh, okay.
wrong, but I won't say which one is which.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So we keep on talking about the tour. How did that happen? Like, how did that all come to be?
Sean, didn't you become... Yeah, Twitter. Didn't you chill with Skye when they played in Colombia?
Oh,
No, I did not. Tate did.
I
Oh,
went-
Tate did.
Yeah.
yeah. It was funny. Like they came through our hometown, but the show was sold out, and I was really bummed about it because I didn't realize that they were going to be there on that exact day or whatever. I would have bought a ticket. I
Yeah.
kind of made a joke on Twitter that was like, "I want to come to the show, but I can't. Like, I'm sad about it." And so Skye ended up putting us on the guest list, which was really cool. So we got to meet him and hang out a little bit, and then really just like all of us kind of kept in touch with Skye over the next couple of months. I mean, Sean and Skye talked a lot, and we just kind of built like a pretty cool friendship. So when he was announcing the record and announcing the tour, we were kind of just like keeping our fingers crossed that he would maybe have us in the back of his mind just because we had become friends. And then he put us on, which was really cool. And we already kind of knew Chapel a little bit too from playing a show with them before. So the whole tour was just a bunch of friends together. Really, it was very, very fun. We were so stoked to be a part of that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Because you brought up that it was like a bunch of friends on tour. Do you guys have like a funniest or fondest memory that you made while on tour?
Oh god.
Yeah, that's probably a few.
John, what was your favorite memory of tour?
I would say I don't know. Going to Chili's a bunch.
Chili's was fun.
Okay. Solid, yeah.
We did karaoke one night with the
Okay.
folks in Super Whatever, and that was a lot of fun.
I think my favorite
It was.
moment was in Atlanta, and Skye brought me and Tate on stage to sing along. Yeah, that was really fun.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was really cool. Yeah,
that
that was really
sounds
cool
really
when we do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, it's just really weird because like I've been a fan of Super Whatever for years and years, and like, you know, I was like, hey Skye, I like this song. He's like, oh, sing it. I was like, oh,
Oh.
okay.
Oh. Yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
That sounds fun. Yeah. So yeah, he's the sweetest.
Yeah.
You know, it's like we've been on a lot of DIY tours before that we could tell you like a million horror stories about. But the cool thing about this tour is it went well the whole time.
That's
like,
awesome.
No crazy things that happened to us or anything. So it was really just like a breeze, which was awesome because tour can be very stressful. But this time it was just like we were just having a blast the whole time, and
Yeah.
it was great.
Yeah.
I keep saying the same thing over and over again, but we had fun.
Cool.
It was fun.
No van breaking
Except for
down.
Wyoming.
Wyoming's not fun.
What
We
happened
got
in
caught-
Wyoming?
Pretty crazy.
You cut out
Jen,
there.
this is
You cut out there, Tate. What'd you say?
Oh, just that we got stuck in a snowstorm,
Oh.
and that was kind of.
Oh,
But other
Jeez.
damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to cancel our show in Utah, which we were looking forward to Utah.
Oh.
And yeah,
Okay.
Tokyo.
So like no van breakdowns other than the snowstorm. It went smoothly. So that's,
Yeah,
that's good to
yeah,
hear.
Yeah.
Mm.
Good.
no terrible vehicle issues this time. Thank God.
Yeah, good, good.
Good.
You mentioned that you did karaoke though. What songs did you guys sing for karaoke? I'm really curious.
I
to
did.
figure out.
I did Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls.
Oh, okay. Classic. Okay, good.
It was a thing. I did Bye 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 by NSYNC.
Case.
Emily, she took pictures and sold merch for Super Whatever. We did Bad Romance together, which was very funny.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That's wonderful. Wait, did you guys get any videos of that?
Yes, and they should never be seen.
Oh man.
There's one of me hidden on Super Whatever's Instagram somewhere.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's one on their Instagram. Yeah.
And Sean.
Wait, Sean, what did you sing? Yeah.
Oh, I was sleeping in the van with Josiah, our merch guy. Yeah. So you guys
Okay,
have fun.
alright.
It's 1:00 in the morning. I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yeah, that's valid. That's valid.
That's completely understandable.
Plus, I was completely sober, and so yeah.
Yeah.
Bad cold too. You or JoJo was sick at least.
Yeah, me and JoJo were. Yeah, we had like a fever or something. I don't know. But
Oh.
You all sleep in the same very small space. You just kind of pass around the same space the whole
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Dang.
So do you guys have any pre-show rituals before you go out on stage?
do a lot of jumping jacks.
Shaking
Jack? Shaking?
nervously. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
we do jumping jacks a lot, but yeah, shaking nervously is up there too.
mm-hmm.
Like I jump around a lot, and so I try to like stretch out my legs and arms, or else I'll pull something because I'm not
Yeah.
very limber. But I don't know. We really just like to chill, like right before we go on stage, because I do think that we have a lot of energy and have a lot of fun on stage. So like right before, we really just kind of like sit in the green room and all breathe nervously and stare at each other.
Well, that show that they were at in Philly, we almost didn't make it back for our set.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, I mean, we would have, but we were waiting in line for our Philly cheesesteaks. It took forever.
And then we were running down the sidewalk. It was like, what, 8 minutes till we had to be on stage. Philly cheesesteaks, and we're like eating them and running at the same time.
And you guys got out on stage like on the dot of 8 o'clock when you were supposed to.
Yes.
Listen,
We had just gotten back like 2 minutes.
row up Philly cheesesteak all front row.
Yeah, I felt sick that whole show. Ugh.
Oh.
Oh man.
It was
I
not
mean-
good cheesesteak. It was not.
The venue wasn't that big. Like you could have thrown up on everybody. Like,
Yeah.
just
Oh.
projectile
I probably
vomit
could.
all the way to the
Would
bar.
have been, would have
Oh
been
my
a
God.
nightmare.
Oh no.
It would have been memorable. For,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what are your top 3 songs to perform live? Like ones that you look forward to on the set list.
Okay. We'll answer from Cult Classic because we can't say about new songs yet.
Well, what about the new
Okay,
song that you
okay.
guys performed on the tour? Is that on that list?
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, are you
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah, the new
Correct.
song, the new song that was you guys played on tour.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah,
Is that on
That-
the
Yeah, that's not there.
Like
I
it's
think it's on the list.
Okay.
yeah, definitely. John, you go first. What's yours?
That specific new one, Drowners and Where the Wild Things Were, are my
oh
top three.
yeah. Definitely.
I really like Shotgun and Drowners. Don't Overdose and Drive is fun to play because, like, you know, everybody, that's like, you know, our biggest song or whatever, so everybody will sing along to that one, but it's not like as hype, you know. Like I feel like Shotgun is just like really, like, you know, hype and fun. So yeah, I'd say Shotgun.
Okay.
I definitely like Where the Wild Things Were is definitely my favorite song to play out of them all. Just like physically, I don't know, that one, it's just aggressive, and so it's really easy to like get really into it. Drowners, just because when people sing the words, it's awesome because the song pauses, and so it's always like really intense. And then
Yeah.
I with Sean about Shotgun. Every time we do that bridge, when it cuts out and the time change happens, like that's a lot of fun. And yeah, so I agree. Those are my three favorite. Also,
So where do you guys see the band in the next 5 years?
oof.
Where I want to see it or where I do see it.
That should be the same thing, Sean.
That should be the same thing. You're right.
Confidence.
Yeah.
Confidence.
Exactly.
Yeah, low self-esteem, sorry.
Love that.
Where
Try not to jewel on the camera
Stop.
all the way till this point. No, okay.
Dude, where's my jewel?
5 years.
So we'll probably have LP3 out by then, right?
Oh yeah. I would like to think that
Yeah.
in the next 5
Four,
years
maybe.
we are at a place where we do the band 100% of the time. Like
Right.
that, because right now, and a lot of bands in our same, I mean, I would venture to say all of the bands at the same level that we are all have to work jobs when they're not touring, and they have to, you know, we want to be able to reach as many people as possible and to make as many fans and friends that we can, but you know, finances sometimes make that more difficult. So I would like to say, like, to be able to do the band full time and be supported financially so that we can be really creative and can reach the people and do the things that we want to do. Like, I can't think of the word, but does that make sense? Like,
Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
it makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, if I can make this into a career as a long shot as it is, as a little, you know, punk rock band from South Carolina, that's
Yeah.
what I want. Like I didn't go to school, you know. Like I mean, I went to a tech, but I did not go to university because I wanted to pursue this, and I'm really putting like my future into this band, and that's what I want to do. I want to play music for the rest of my life. So I mean, hopefully within 5 years I can, you know, do this full time. So yeah,
It's worth a shot.
but like
it's
fun,
worth a shot.
it would be really sick to like, you know, play Riot Fest and Bamboozle and you know, tour the UK. That would be really cool. I would love to go overseas and play shows or play shows in Australia. I think that those are definitely goals that we have for sure. We have a lot of fans in the UK, which is really awesome, and we're really grateful for that. So we would really like to be able to come over there and bring the band to them.
And
Yeah.
John, where do you see the band in the next 5 years?
Well, hopefully it is, like Sean said, something that could sustain us and we could focus on it 100% with like our lives. That's my hope for it. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. With the direction that you guys are like going now, because you guys have literally, no pun intended, like a cult fan base, and like I really hope that happens for you guys, because
No, thank you. I hope so too.
Yeah, thank you.
yeah,
Best of luck with that, guys.
Trying
definitely.
That's the cool thing about it, though, is even though that we have to work other jobs right now, it's like when we are on the road and when we are able to put all of our energy into the band, it is the most rewarding thing in the world. Like, we enjoy doing it so much that it makes the grind worth it all of the time. So we're really lucky to be able to have kids do that into our music. Like, we're very gracious of that.
So for the last couple questions, we're gonna switch away from music and go straight to death row. So if you're on death row, what would your last meal be and why? Oh, with a drink
With drink.
as well. Drink.
I think the boys could guess mine.
Okay, Sean is going chicken Alfredo with a
Yeah.
Sprite. That's fine.
That is it.
That's-
Chicken Alfredo with a Sprite. Bingo.
Where's the sweet tea? though?
Solid.
Okay, or
Oh.
sweet tea maybe.
Yeah, sweet tea.
You could have both.
Okay.
Oh,
but-
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
What about you?
If I'd have guessed John's, I'd say a pizza, probably.
And a wood-fired margarita pizza with fresh basil, chopped tomatoes, roasted.
Okay,
Wow.
now I'm hungry.
Wow, that sounds delicious. Nice, nice.
I don't know what taste would be.
I don't know either. Like
I feel like you're a big Alfredo guy too.
I like Alfredo and I also like pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna go with your Alfredo thing, but I want it to be like seafood. I want there to be like scallops and shrimp.
Shrimp,
Oh.
yeah.
Fair.
And for a drink,
A Coke.
lemonade. I love lemonade a lot.
My drink would be a cold glass of
All right.
Water.
Water.
no
He
ice.
loves water. That's all he drinks is water, man.
Listen, I respect it. Nice and simple.
Stay hydrated.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
Exactly.
Going out hydrated at least.
Exactly.
So we do this thing. We get a question from the last fan we interviewed. So this question comes from Calling Down Fire. Would you rather have a kangaroo pouch with a joey in it at all times, or live in a kangaroo's pouch you can never leave?
Definitely the pouch with the joey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I have free
For
will.
sure.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think that if given the opportunity to sleep from now for the rest of my life, so I'm gonna cuddle up in the pouch. I think.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Is the joey perpetually joeyed?
Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, that helps. I'd choose that one.
Okay,
Is
alright.
my kangaroo feeding me? Like, am I like my needs are getting met? Like,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
Needs.
Of course your needs are being met. If you got to stay inside of it at all times.
Exactly.
Oh god.
That seems kind of terrible.
well, no, I'm saying like it's either like be the baby or baby. So I'm going with be the baby.
Okay.
I'm down to
Okay.
get cuddled. I'm down to be cuddled, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting. All
Oh,
right. So, if you could live in one fictional world for a week, where would you live?
Fictional world.
God.
Man. I kind of want to say like a video game. I don't know. Is that fiction?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
that works.
Hmm.
I would
I
let.
don't know.
Assuming that like standard movie rules apply and there's like a chance of survival for me, I want to be in a horror movie. Like I just want to be in a Stephen King film and like try to figure my shit out. Or
That's
like
fair.
Silent Hill. I think it would be fun to do that. Like, that's like a sick answer, but that's what
It's
I like
scary.
that answer. I like
Dude, yeah, that's
I'm
good.
gonna be
That's good.
abducted by an alien. That's all I want. Like,
And
All
then
right.
if he
Yeah,
ma-
word.
if he makes it out alive, you guys can write an entire album about it.
All right.
Exactly.
Fair.
There you go.
Where would you go, John? Star Wars or something?
No, I think I would go like the hero world, like in My Hero Academia.
Okay.
I would go to
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I would
Alright.
want a power.
What would your power be?
totally.
I
Like,
don't know. I'd have to grow up and find out.
I think
Okay.
that everyone would like to be in Harry Potter for like a day. Like for
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
100%.
I wanted to say that, but I feel like y'all would know that.
Oh, no. Would you be a Death Eater, though? Or would you be like a regular wizard?
Regular.
Definitely regular, good,
I want
good boy
to be-
wizard.
Good
Like-
boys.
They're in, but I want to be a wizard. Like I don't want to,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good. That's good. Good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know.
So this is the last question. Some say it's the most important question. What is your favorite color?
I like blue.
Blue.
Blue. Nice, nice.
I'm really colorblind, so Sometimes it's blue, sometimes it's purple, sometimes it changes.
Okay, that's cool.
But I like a soft gray.
Okay.
I have to get
Yeah.
like a gray. Yeah, because that's all I see, I guess.
All right.
has to be
They all
soft.
joke with me and say I see in black and white, which is not true.
So hard not to laugh. I love you so much, and one day you'll get the glasses. We'll make that.
One
happen.
day I will get the glasses.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Can I say black? Like
Yeah.
no, but
Black? No.
right
think
now
black.
red. But as a rule, lavender is my favorite.
Ooh,
Alright.
It's a great color.
that's a nice
That
one.
is solid, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's all the questions we have for you guys. Is there anything you want to plug?
Club.
Plug.
Gee, everyone is at home right now, so like stream the album, I guess. No, we have a single out next month. That's all we could say. Can't give you a date.
Wait.
So
Okay.
yeah,
Glory's gonna freak
And
out.
I-
now.
Yeah.
said that,
Okay.
but I think it's okay.
You think?
Awesome.
All right, you think?
Awesome. Yeah.
So thank you for staying with us, guys. This has been Happy, and we're the Good Noise Podcast.